Hi friends, good morning. It's 11:30 and I know you're all eager to know more about Oman and I'm here to do exactly that, tell you more. My name is Devika and I am moderating your webinar for today. Like my screen says, beauty has an address and yes, that address is Oman. So I'm sure you will enjoy the next 1 hour where we have presentations, speakers, a very interesting morning lined up for you. Before moving forward, I would like to just let you know that please feel free to ask questions in the chat tab on your screen. There is a chat tab at the bottom of your screen. Ask your questions there, and we will be happy to take up any questions at the end of this webinar. Next and most importantly, you do stand a chance to win a trip to Oman with this webinar. Yes, you attend a 1 hour webinar and you stand a chance to win a trip to Oman. There is a quiz at the end of the webinar. We will make the quiz live towards the end of the webinar. All you need to do is go in, fill the Google form. The questions are very, very simple, and it's all going to be discussed in the webinar today. Submit your forms, and you do stand a chance to win a trip. So I hope you do participate. And insider tip: just pay attention to the webinar, and you will be able to answer all the questions. Next, and most importantly, a recording of this webinar will be available to you. So in the next 24 hours, you will receive an email from our end with a recording of this webinar. So in case you miss something, please don't panic. You will get a copy of the recording as well. Most importantly, there is a reconnect button on the top of your screens. There is a white color reconnect button. So in case you can't hear us, you can't see us, just press the reconnect button and you should be able to hear us and see us thereafter. So I'm sure you're all excited to know more about Oman, to hear more about Oman. And let me introduce our panel today to you. First, on my screen, I have Mr. Arjun Chadha, Country Manager, India, for the Ministry of Heritage and Tourism, Sultanate of Oman. Hi, Arjun. Thank you so much for being here with us. Next, I have Mr. Jayakrishan Bhaskaran, Manager, Key Accounts and APAs in India for Oman Air. Hi, Jayakrishan. Thank you so much for being here with us today. And
thank you.
Joining us all the way from Oman is Mr. Abhishek Raj, Head Incoming for Khimji House of Travel. Hi Abhishek, thank you for being here. Thank you for taking out the time and being here with us today. So friends, I have a very exciting panel in front of you. People who will tell you everything that you need to know about Oman. Now I'm not going to stand in the way of you and Oman and hand it over to Arjun to take the conversation. Arjun, over to you.
Hello and welcome one and all to the Oman webinar today. So the idea of the webinar is to give you information about Oman, which probably you are not aware of as of now. So before going forward, I would like to show you a short video that gives you an idea about what the destination of Oman has to offer. So we will now have the video. Thank you so much for that video. Before we go forward, we would like to make this webinar more interactive and want to know from you also a few things so that we can actually tell more about Oman that really is suitable for your clients. So we will have a short poll question now in front of your screens, and the poll question goes like this. How do you see Oman as a destination? Is it ideal for a short break for your clients, 2 to 3 nights? Or do you think that 5 to 7 nights is more befitting for Oman as a destination? We will just make the poll live for a few more seconds to understand this more. And with this, we end the poll, which is the first poll. So right now we have an understanding of almost 50-50 people think that it's a short destination. Definitely it is just about 2.5 hours away from India, from almost over 8 destinations from India ports. The flying time to Muscat is about 2.5 hours. So we will understand more that not only is it suitable for a short destination, but also Oman. The problem that we as a ministry face is because there are so many things. We have 7 to 8 days minimum, which we have to showcase even during our FAMs. So that is something we would like to showcase today so that you can understand what are the various things in the destination that can be covered. So first the question comes, where is Oman? The Sultanate of Oman is an Arab country in the Western Asia, as you can see on your screen. And as you can see, it's a huge country with about 3,000, over 3,000 square kilometers of coastline. So you can just imagine by that how many ocean water activities are there, just the water activities. And in the course of our short presentation, I'd like to talk about the land activities, the water activities, the mountain activities. And there are no other country in the world, especially in the Middle East, that can offer this diversity to the travelers. Of course, as Devika said, please ask your questions during the webinar. We will take it up during the question answer session at the end of the webinar. Before we consider about traveling to Oman, the first question is for any destination for that matter about the visa. So I would like to inform you that India is amongst the 103 countries who are exempt for any visa to come to Oman if they have a valid US, Schengen, Canadian, Australian, Japanese, or UK visa. Basically, that means that if they have any of these 6 visas, which is valid, you do not need a visa to come to Oman for a matter of 14 days. And even if your clients do not have these strong visas, they can apply through the Royal Oman Police website or through any of our authorized DMCs, and they will in fact get a visa within a matter of 2 or 3 days. And the documentation required is also very simple. You do not need your ITR and bank statements. It's your photograph as well as your passport, and the DMC would be able to apply the visa and give it to your clients in the matter of a couple of days. So that is the ease of visa we are talking about here. Now, when the visa is sorted, the next question comes, how do you travel to Oman? So even though we have Jai Krishna here from Oman Air, who will run through how you can fly to Oman in style from India, but you can also travel by land. The driving distance between even Dubai to Muscat is 3.5 hours. And even though there are off-roading adventure experiences in Oman, but the road, the highway from Dubai to Muscat is a state of the art highway which has many amenities across the way. That is why making it a great road trip for your clients as well. Now we talk about the flight, the commute is taken care of, the visa is taken care of, and it comes to the matter of where the clients will be staying. At this point, I would like to make another poll live to understand from you which category of hotels would your clients prefer. So, which is the hotel category that you recommend to your clients, whether it's a 3 star, 4 star, or 5 star. So we'll just make it live for another few seconds before we understand what is the target market that your clients are dealing with. And as I can see, the majority of you, 53%, look at 4 star properties, and the second priority is 5 star with a very close 40%. So basically, I would like to tell you that whether your clients are wanting a backpacking trip, 3 star, 4 star category, whether they want to have a 5 star luxury leisure vacation, or whether they want to really indulge in a palatial property, whether they want to do a glamping experience in the desert, anything that your clients are looking for, they will find something that is perfectly suitable to their need. Now, in front of your screens, I have mentioned about over 12 hotels that I have personally done site inspections in the last year. And I can tell you that these are hotels which have hospitality second to none in the world. I have personally traveled to over 40 countries and most of the continents in the world, but these hotels offer the ultimate luxury experience, which is befitting to the Indian travelers. Now, I will just show a few pictures of the hotels to give you an idea of what we are talking about. Now, in terms of dining experience, it does not only matters where what you eat, but also where you're eating. So definitely, Oman has authentic Arabian food, the local Omani cuisine. Some of the dishes like the shua are really popular amongst the international travelers. But yes, even if you are a vegetarian or a vegan, not a problem at all. In fact, the DMCs will make community specific food, the Jain food, and all the different foods that are required by Indian travelers available. And in fact, not only Indian restaurants are available standalone, but many five-star hotels also have Indian restaurants, so that food will not be a problem at all. And not only that, what you eat, but where you eat. You do not imagine that in the middle of a desert, you'll have world class gastronomical experiences. Of course, five stars offer great food, so just a few snapshots of traditional Omani cuisine. Now, taking ahead from the food, let us see the top experiences. Now, there are so many experiences. Of course, I will just talk about the things that I like the most. And every person is different. Somebody is more into heritage, somebody is more into adventure, somebody in their vacation just wants a pure relaxation and spa oriented trip. So I will not talk about all these top experiences into detail. The presentation, as Devika said, would be shared with all of you. The DMC here, the Kimji Travels, Abhishek would also talk about it in detail. So I would not touch upon them. But if you like any of them, you can get with us, get in touch with us in my team, and we will talk about it and make it the itinerary which is more suitable for your clients. A few more signature experiences, just there is no need to note them as we will share this presentation with you, and I will also talk about some of them later in the presentation today. In terms of things to do, there are so many things to do in Oman, that is basically, it means that even a 10-day trip would not be enough. Believe you me, I have visited Oman in the last year over a dozen times. In fact, I'm actually going day after tomorrow again for a site inspection visit. But I feel I have just basically scratched the surface with all the gems that the Sultanate has to offer. So before we take this section in the presentation, we would like to go ahead with the third poll for today. So just to understand, if you are currently promoting Oman, do you have packages for Oman that you are promoting to your clients? So we will make the poll live for a few more seconds. So, ending this, we understand that a majority of you do not have Oman as in the packages in your websites, in your client brochures. So, 100% this webinar is going to be a game changer for you, because this destination, even I was thinking, where do I take my father next for a vacation? And considering he's a senior citizen, I was thinking that he needs not a long haul destination. And Oman is just 2.5 hours away from Delhi. In fact, you take a 10 a.m. flight by Oman Air from Delhi, you reach Muscat at around 12:15, because there is a 1.5 hour time saving as well. So it's actually, I reach Oman in the same time I would probably reach Mumbai. So that is something, it's almost the flying time of a domestic destination, but the experience of a global world class international destination. And what makes it unique is what we are talking about now. Forts and castles. Oman has a 5,000-year-old history, and also it is connected to India with a spice trade of last many centuries. So no matter where you are sure to find a fort or a castle when in Oman. The museums are also having permanent as well as temporary displays, and those amongst you who have a bent on the history or architecture, definitely they will be pleasantly surprised in a vacation in Oman. Now, very important for Indian travelers is shopping. So no matter if you're looking for high-end products for yourself, because that's we want the most premium when we are shopping for ourselves. So you have the high-end shopping experiences, Mall of Oman, Avenues Mall, City Center, so many options. But if you're looking for souvenirs, because you can't come back empty-handed, so you will have authentic Arabian souks. The Matra souk is one of them, which offers you souvenirs that are really economical, value for money, and your friends and families would love it. And also, the mid range shopping is also available in the malls. Next comes the Islamic architecture. Definitely, what comes to mind is the Grand Sultan Qaboos mosques. It has the world's second largest carpet and also one of the largest chandeliers in the world, which is full of Swarovski crystals. So definitely, it's part of a rolling tour itinerary in Muscat, and that should be on the top list, in fact, for your travelers. The Sultan Qaboos Mosque. So now, again, for the history buffs, I'll be glad to inform you that there are 5 UNESCO World Heritage Sites in Oman. I will not talk detail about them, but if your clients have a historical bent of mind, you can get in touch with us and we will give you more information to really give them a history and a slice of the past that they are enjoying. These are the traditional villages where your clients can actually walk, green, full of orchids, plantations that you can actually roam around in the middle of Middle East. This is very close to Muscat, just about a couple of hours drive that you can enjoy. Next is the Royal Opera House. This is a recently been state of the art facility. They also give venues to MICE and group events. They also have a full calendar of events in which not only Omani but global artists also perform. So definitely when you're there in Oman and you have a half a day free, it's very close to the city center and you can enjoy the theater, the performances, etc. Now comes to the different topographies and diversity in landscape. There are so many mountains. In fact, you will be surprised that the tallest mountain in the Arabian Peninsula, the Jabal Shams, is in Oman. In fact, the Jabal Akhtar mountain has so many five-star hotels that really offer luxury at such a height. Now, talking about the deserts, not only the deserts in Oman is a small patch of land, but the deserts are so huge that they only end in the coastline. So basically, the desert meets the water. That kind of landscape contrast is really not available anywhere else. And the Bedouin lifestyle in the deserts also offers the lifestyle which the locals are enjoying. And they also have adventure activities like the ATV, like barbecue, authentic Omani dances and songs that really not only is like a day activity, but you can spend easily 2 nights in the desert itself. Because the desert, you wouldn't believe the desert camps have a swimming pool inside. They are not dry camps. They have the liquor. You name the liquor, and that will be available. That kind of wine would be available. So this is the kind of luxury we are trying to showcase. Then again, as I talked about in the beginning of the presentation, there are over 3,000 kilometers of coastline. So virgin white sand, unexplored beach locations are aplenty. So there are so many more sites that I will talk about in terms of the aquatic life as well. Now these are wadis, emerald green, crystal clear water that you can actually swim in. These wadis are there all over the country that you can enjoy. In fact, a lot of mice groups stop here and have a picnic lunch at the backdrop of this beautiful wadi. As you can see, this is one of my favorite wadis, the Wadi Bani Khalid, and water springs are also there in Oman. Caves are another site and attraction which are unique to Oman. In fact, the world's largest underground cave is there in Oman, and a lot of adventure enthusiasts come from all over the world to enjoy this kind of experience. Now, this slide, many people get surprised by seeing it. This is actually Salalah. It's a tropical paradise in Oman, in Middle East, which is lush green, full of waterfalls, and especially in the Kharif season. In fact, right now, as we speak, in Oman, in Salalah, the climate is like this: lush green, foggy, and completely tropical. Just a few snapshots of what Salala has to offer, and not only the pure experiential landscapes, but also we have high-end properties like the Alila, the Anantara, the Dusit that can be enjoyed here. Geological sites are aplenty, and what is really surprising is that one animal that we think and we associate only with desert, that animal also enjoys a beach vacation in Oman. As you can see in the next slide, the camels are enjoying a leisure time on the beach. These are wild camels, but they are not tied up. They just enjoy. And when you are driving across Salala, you can actually take a road trip yourself with an international driving permit, of course. And you can see them just roaming about and having a good time. Now we will shortly talk about the adventure activities that are there. And adventure activities are divided into different type of topography. We have the desert adventure. You can do sand surfing and dune bashing, ATVs as well. Then we have the sea adventure. You can do sailing, scuba diving, kite surfing, snorkeling, jet skiing. Trust me when I say this that I have done my scuba PADI certification from a country in Southeast Asia. But when I did diving in Oman, Omani waters have over 1500 species of fish. So that's the kind of diversity in aquatic life we are talking about. Just a few snapshots that I want to show you: underwater diversity in Oman. Snorkeling also, for the people who do not want a hardcore adventure like scuba, snorkeling is another activity which actually you can see turtles snorkeling and swimming with you. In fact, the last trip I went to Oman, we spotted a herd of about 30 turtles just on the snorkeling level. In terms of land adventure, you have canoeing, off-roading, trekking, wadi bashing, to name a few. In terms of mountain adventure, you will be amazed to know that the longest zip line in the world over water, in fact, is in Oman. We'll just have a slide of that also in a bit. But before we talk about only hardcore adventure, for those people who are only requiring a relaxed time, these are a few soft adventure activities to do: whale watching, kayaking, camping, dolphin watching, bird watching, etc. And amongst all of them, my favorite is the turtle watching experience. Now, this is actually a tour which is part of the Turtle Reserve Sanctuary in Oman. It is just a few hours away from Muscat. You can actually stay in a hotel inside the sanctuary, and in the morning or in the evening, there are tours because that is when you can see the turtles. So the tour is about 2 hours long. You see a big mother turtle about 1 meter long. She crawls from the ocean towards the coast. Then she digs up a hole. She lays the eggs and then covers the hole with the sand to fool the predators. And at the same time, digs up another hole to fool the predators again. And then you see that the other turtles, the small baby turtles, are hatching from the eggs and they are crawling towards the ocean to set a journey of over 3 years. Now, what is most surprising and astonishing is the fact that even though the turtles travel world over about 2 years, they come back to the same spot in Oman when the time comes to lay their own eggs. So this is a spot in which in the season time, in fact, there are over 100 turtles on the coastline. So this site, I will show you a few pictures. It is just out of the world. It's a otherworldly, unearthly experience, and definitely it's once in a lifetime experience that your clients will be more than glad to witness. Just a few snapshots of that. Golfing also very popular amongst the golfers. They enjoy grass golf fields across Muscat, vicinity of each other. You can see a few pictures of the different golf courses. Now, before we end the presentation, I will just focus on two segments that are really, really on high focus for the ministry. This is the wedding segment. In terms of weddings, we have already successfully done Indian weddings in Oman, because Indian weddings, they need a direct flight. That is very important. They need good venues, they need incentives, and also to talk about what we have done is that one hotel in Oman has multiple venues. So when the main event, the main shadi is going to happen in the evening, there is a 1,000 square feet ballroom that is getting prepped with all the production, with all the extravaganza. But at the same time, there is a multiple venues. There is a beach venue for the sangeet. There is another venue for the cocktail night. So there are multiple venues that you can actually do a buyout of one of the properties so that everything can be arranged. It's a one-stop shop. Again, we have the incentives in place. We do have a short flight connectivity, direct flight connectivity with Oman, and in fact, you will face no challenges at all. And then definitely we have the production teams. Nobody has to be flown in from India or Dubai. There are teams and technical expertise in Oman itself. Another segment, very important, is the MICE segment. The MICE segment, as you know, whether your group is 40 packs or 2,000 packs, you will find a facility, the right hotel, the right convention center, incentive schemes in place. So you will have no problems, whether it is a CSR activity, reward and recognition, team building activity, different unique venues will be offered for your MICE activities as well. So just now, towards the end of the presentation, I will showcase different snapshots or the diversity in the country. And here in your screen, we have my details. Rutuja, part of my team who's handling South and West of India. If you're from that part of India, you can reach out to her. Avneet is handling North and East part of India, and you can reach out to us for any queries and we will help you as much as possible. Before I hand over to Jai Krishna from Oman Air, one last question that I have is in front of your screens now. How many of you would like to go to Oman? We would like to know after you have witnessed this short presentation. So, as I can see, 100% of you would like to visit Oman, and that is in fact what our intention is. So definitely, this particular webinar will give a chance to one lucky winner out of all of you today witnessing this presentation to go to Oman. So I wish you all the best and thank you so much for your patience to hearing me out. Now I give the forum to Jai Krishna from Oman Air to take us through the Oman Air offers. JK, over to you.
Good morning, all. Hope I'm audible. That was a nice presentation, Arjun. Great to see Beauty Has an Address Oman presented by you. And to take you to that Beauty Has an Address Oman, Oman Air is there from Indian cities. We were operating to about 8 cities. Now we are operating into 10 cities. We will start Lucknow and Trivandrum shortly. That is effective 1st of October. So to tell you all a little bit of the history of Oman Air, I'm sure most of you from our trade partners and tour operators who are there in this forum for the webinar would know about more about Oman Air as such. We've been flying into India for quite some time now. And if you look at the history of Oman Air, we started in 1993. I mean, initially it was started as for Salalah as a destination. And then we went on to operate into Dubai, and the first international destination also came the same year with Dubai and Trivandrum. So Trivandrum was the first route into India in the same year, 1993. So that's how we started off from Oman. And as we went forward, we started operating into Kuwait, Karachi, Colombo in the coming years. And then as of now, we have about 46 destinations to offer. 46 because the latest to join is Lucknow and Trivandrum from India. So you can see the map there itself. The network is huge compared to what it was. We have a whole network of that we are catering to in GCC. GCC also we cater to about 9 cities. Europe about 9 cities. Then we have the Far East points, and also we have the rest of Indian subcontinent that we cater to. And in Indian cities itself, if you talk about, as Arjun was mentioning to you, we have very, convenient connections that can take you to Oman and beyond. So we are talking about Delhi, and coming forward from 1st of October, we have Lucknow, and then we have Mumbai, which most of you are aware of, and then we have Hyderabad, Goa, we have Chennai, we have Bangalore, we have Cochin and Calicut. Trivandrum is again effective from 1st of October. So all this put together, we have close to about 116 flights on a weekly basis. Offering about close to about 23,000 seats. Currently, we have come to about 90% of our capacity, and surely we will be back to our pre-COVID levels of 100%. So we are almost nearing there with 23,000 seats to offer approximately. And if you look at the interline and codeshare partners that we have about 17 interline and codeshare partners that we offer onward connections other than our main hubs where Oman operates online too. So, if you look at that itself, is a vast operations that we have currently, and we are just growing every year in terms of our operations. And in terms of our kind of fleet that we operate, we have a mix of fleets, like we have the 787s, we have the 330s, we have the 737s, we have the MAX also that's operating. Now, if you look at India in terms of operations, we have these fleets operating into India also. You talk about the 787 and the 330s with the wide body aircrafts. They operate into Mumbai and also into Delhi and also Bangalore. And we would look forward to it being operated in other cities of India also. And I would say we have the award-winning business class to offer you from these cities also, with some very competitive fares. And I would say the business class is almost equivalent to our first class, where we operate to in Frankfurt and London, the first class that we operate with our Dreamliners and the 330s. And in terms of the total fleet size, it's about 52 we are talking about overall that is operated in our network. And in terms of our products and services, first I'll start off with the first class that we have. And this is something, if you have seen the first class, I'm sure most of them would have flown and would have had a look at our first class, how it is. It has got the Omani archway, where it's Omani culture as such embedded into the design of the first class itself. And I will take you through a few images of what it is. It is basically got all the designs of the fort that's there, the opera house that is there. So it's all been incorporated to give you an idea what Oman is. So the Oman Air fleet itself will already start showing you what Oman has to offer you. So these are we are talking about, I'll go into the later on into the features of it. We have about 8 mini suites that's offered on the first class, that is on our routes to Frankfurt and London. These are some of the images that I'll go through. And this is the dining that we have. It has got all the international cuisine that's available to you. It's got the Omani and the Arabic, and the caviar that you see there. It is an integral part of our service in terms of the caviar that we offer also. These are some of the features that I was talking to you earlier also. We are talking about mini suites, about 8 private mini suites, and total privacy in this first class. And if you look at those screens that we have, the video screens that you could see, it's a ARIA on-demand entertainment screen that you have, which is about 23 inches. Then you have all the gadgets there. It's all electrically controlled. And also it's an award-winning dine-on-demand meal concept. Then you have individual wardrobes, luxury amouage amenity kits. I will show you an image of that shortly. Then you have airport lounge access, complimentary onboard Wi-Fi that is there. You have the USB ports that is there. You have the PC power that is there. And the baggage allowance is about 50 kgs on first class. And if you're gold card, you get another 20 kgs more. And if you're silver card, you get 10 kgs more. That is, I'm talking about the frequent flyer, if you're a loyalty member as such. This is the amouage amenity kit. Now, if you look at the amenity kit on the first class, it is I mean, we have designed it in such a way. I mean, it is separately for the men and the women. So the ladies also have a separate amenity kit, and also the men have a separate amenity kit. I know. And in terms of business class, I would say the business class now we are offering from Mumbai, from Delhi, and Bangalore twice a week. That we operate from Bangalore in terms of the business class. The flatbeds I'm talking about mainly, but other flights also, that is the 737, 800s, and 900s also have the business class. But in terms of the 180-degree flatbed, we'll have it in Mumbai and Delhi, and also Bangalore. In Bangalore, it is on a Sunday and Tuesday that we operate the wide bodies. Now, this award-winning business class is equivalent to the first class that we offer, and it is all got individual aisle entrance, so you don't disturb the passenger next to you. So that's how it has been designed. I'll go through a few images of that. This again in terms of the ARIA on-demand entertainment kit that we have, the IFE, the in-flight entertainment. This is some of the features that we have. So we're talking about 24 business class seats. Again, the configuration is 222, and in terms of what I was mentioning, a direct aisle access for every seat. It is a fully live flatbed. Selection of a la carte cuisines. You have the quilted duvet and cotton sleeper suits and slippers that's available. Airport lounge access, unisex amouage amenity kits. Here it's unisex amouage amenity kits that we give. And in terms of baggage allowance, we offer, again, it's the same. Like, I mean, the frequent flight program Sindbad, if you hold a card of silver, it's 10 kgs excess you get. And if you hold gold, it's 20 kgs more. In addition to this, what I want to tell you about the business class and the first class is that the pitch in the aircraft itself, if you've seen the images, the pitch itself is about 82 inches, so that's quite a lot. And in terms of the length that you need to, you can lay down of 180 degrees, we're talking about 77.5 inches in length, and in terms of the width, it's about 22.5 inches in terms of the width. So there's a lot of space available on the seat, and a lot of gadgets available on the seats. This is the unisex amouage amenity kit image. And economy class is also far ahead that we offer, in all our flights, and it is a full service airline we offer, like what Arjun was talking about. I mean, when you talk about Oman and Oman Air, we also provide liquor in the aircraft. I mean, it's not that we're not providing, we are full service airline, so we do provide all the services in our aircrafts. I'll just take you through a few images of economy class also. These are some of the kits that they provide. And this is some of the features that we have. It's a three cabin configuration. Again, seat pitch here is a little lesser. It's about 31 inches. Again, you have the seat back TV with 10.6 inch in this one in dimensions, and it on-demand ARIA on-demand entertainment, and a 4-way adjustable headset. You have mounted footrest. You have USB connectivity, food and drink service, including alcohol. So that is available on our aircraft. You have personal amenity kits, baggage allowance of 30 kgs. Again, in this case, if you are loyal, in terms of your Sindbad member, we get 10 kgs for the silver card. You get 20 kgs in terms of the gold card. This is the whole image of the amenity kit in economy class. This to talk to you about Muscat International Airport. So basically, I mean, if you look at the Muscat International Airport, it's a world-class gateway to Oman. So Beauty has an address, has got this beautiful airport that has many features to offer. I will go into the features for you in a bit. The images here is, so we are looking at a capacity of 20 million passengers. So the terminal building capacity is about 20 million, and talk about the car parking, it's about 8,000. In terms of the boarding bridges, we are talking about 29 boarding bridges and contact stands. In terms of check-in counters, we are looking at 86 check-in counters. If you look at the kiosk, self-check-in kiosks, we have about 20 self-check-in. Transfer counters, there are about 12 transfer counters. If you look at the immigration departures, there are 31. And again, arrivals, if you look at, it's easy arrival. You just arrive and it's a smooth transfer at the airport also. We are talking about 56 immigration counters. And if you look at the arrival carousels, so that also ensures that you get your baggage early. So we have about 8 international arrival carousels, and in domestic it's about 2. So if you talk about the domestic sectors, we are looking at Salalah and Kasab that we operate from Oman, from Muscat. And in terms of the premium services on the ground, we have dedicated first and business class check-in. So these are some of the brilliant premium features that we have in our airport. And so on the ground, everything is taken care for you all. So I'll take you through a few images of first and business class lounge. There's a few details in terms of the lounge, what it has to offer. So a wide array of food and beverages, fully stocked business center, private nap areas, kids room and spa, all that is available. Then these are a few images that I take you through. I would request to play the video for the this in terms of the arrival lounge that we have. So arrival lounge is also brilliantly designed for you all. You can have a look. I'll just send you a few images of that. This is the arrival lounge that we have. It's got all the amenities, all the kits available in those arrival lounges. Now, talking about the ancillary. Ancillary are those value add-ons that we have and which can be purchased. We have excess baggage. We have about 12 ancillaries. So we have here. You can see that we have when you talk about excess baggage is there, upgrade is there, paid seat is there. You have a neighbor-free seat. So you want to buy another neighbor-free seat, that's also available for you. We have special meals, airport lounges that's available for you on purchase. While we're talking about special meals, you can also order cakes for somebody else who's traveling with you. You can surprise them for a birthday. So all that is available in terms of other ancillaries. We're talking about travel insurance, hotels, car rentals, blue ribbon bag. I'm sure most of you will know it's in terms of delayed baggages. Meet and greet, we have fast track, all that is available. Sindbad program. So all this while I've been talking to you about the Sindbad program, which is the loyalty program of Oman Air. So this is how, it is based on the spend you do or you earn miles on Sindbad. So Sindbad, if you look at it, it's got different levels. So that can give you access to different aspects of the airline products, from flights to prepaid baggages, seat selection, airport lounges. You can also get it redeemed with other partners, from hotels to shopping arcades. We have certain partners who can even credit cards. So all those partners are there with us in terms of where you can earn and burn. This to talk to you about a few things on the Sindbad. You start off with the blue card. That's the initial one. And then as you gain the number of miles, about 500 miles is required for you to go to Sindbad Silver. So here you get about 25% of Sindbad bonus miles, plus you get a 25% discount on your baggage, also by excess baggage, if you're purchasing for Sindbad Silver. In terms of Sindbad Gold, you again get extra baggage allowance. And again, if you want to purchase additional, you get a 50% discount, and also you get for a 50% bonus on Sindbad miles. These are the few aspects in terms of the Sindbad miles. And in terms of the partners we're talking about, I mentioned to you about hotels, banks, you're talking about car rentals, leisure and lifestyle, and other products that we have. Telecommunication also is part of this, as part of our partners whom we can redeem and earn miles. The Junior Sindbad is something that we have come out with, and it's been running successfully for about close to about 5 years now. We have about, wherein the child who's aged between 4 and 12 travels with us, you can ask them for a Junior Sindbad passport, where the crew, once you ask them, the crew will give you that, and you can get about 10 stamps. So the 10 stamps, once you get the 10th stamp, you're eligible for a free flight on Oman Air return on any of the network on economy class. So in terms of the awards, in 2023, the latest award that we had got is the best airline staff in the Middle East. This was by Skytrax 2023 awards. That was the latest award that we received. Prior to that, the Apex had given, that is Airline Passenger Experience Association, had given us the Passenger Choice Award. So when you look at the Passenger Choice Award, it was given for the best seat comfort in the Middle East. Now, the seat comfort has a few subcategories based on which we were given these awards. That is, we are talking about seat comfort by itself, the cabin service, the food and beverage, entertainment, and Wi-Fi. Next, when we go into the, we will have a video being played on this Apex Award. I would request the video to be played. Thank you. Thank you for that video. I'm sure most of you must have been impressed with our product. We have a lot of premium passengers who are traveling with us and who have given us very good feedback in terms of our services itself. And that has also gained us these awards, So the World Travel Awards 2022, this is another award that we got in the previous year. So we are talking about world's leading airline business class. We are talking about world's leading airline customer experience, world's leading airline in terms of the lounge, world's leading airline lounge business class is what we have been presented with. So there were about 50 participating countries, of which Oman won a total of 9 awards. So that's how it is in terms of awards. The next is with regard to our One World membership. I'm sure most of you are aware of the alliance that we all have in terms of airlines and networks. So One World is an alliance that we are looking at in 2024. There are about 13 participating airlines, and we are the 14th one who will be partnering. So when we look at the partnership, once we come into play with the partnership, it will be like we're going to cater to you about close to about 170 countries, which will give you about 1,012 destinations to offer. So that alliance is also going to be really big for us once it comes. Just going towards the end of it, I would also like to stress upon certain promotions that we are running. One is the global promotions where discounts are available to all passengers on return tickets. Up to 20% there is. So there is a huge discount that is available currently running, and it is available for ticketing till about 28th of September and for travel till about 15th of March 2024. So go ahead, make these bookings and travel to Oman as a destination and take stopovers in Oman. And as Arjun and Abhishek will be talking to you with regard to Oman, you can have a feel of Oman itself with these fares. So overall, your package rates also will be less when you use these promo fares. In addition to this, we also are promoting certain fares on our ndc.omanair.com. That is the new distribution capability that we have. So please log on and register. I would request our trade partners and tour operators to register on it, and you get some special fares on that platform also. So thank you very much. It's been great talking to you all, and hopefully looking forward to seeing you on board Oman Air and having a taste of Oman as a destination from all of you. Thank you.
Thank you so much, JK. Now we would like to quickly come to the DMC, our really trusted trade partner from Oman, Abhishek from Khimji Travels. Abhishek, please, you have the floor now to take us through your presentation. Abhishek, you're on mute. If you could unmute yourself.
Good morning, everybody. Thank you, Arjun. I hope I'm audible now.
Good.
Yeah. So having looked at the poll, which Arjun has said, how many of you are willing to visit Oman? So I titled my presentation in the right way. Let Oman be your next travel destination. My name is Abhishek. As Arjun said, I represent Khimji's House of Travel, which is part of Khimji Ramdas group company. We are established in 2009, and we are a leading IATA travel consortium in the Sultanate of Oman. We are an award-winning premium DMC and offer services like visa services, corporate travel, leisure travel, MICE, shore excursion services, and of course, the destination wedding services in the Sultanate of Oman. And we are also a proud partner of Lufthansa City Center, which is a global incoming network, it's a partner in Oman. So Our strengths, we have a very, a large team of over 100 employees who are very much multilingual. We have our head office located in Muscat, the capital city of Oman, and we have offices around the country in various locations. We have very strong partnership with local vendors. We have own fleet of vehicles and experienced tour guides who can speak English, Hindi, and various foreign languages. We have very good special rates with the hotels and the venues across the country, and we have very good relationship with the local authorities to make sure any kinds of events as per the client's requirements can be met in the Sultanate of Oman. I will be, going through a couple of, slides, Oman and overview, and why Oman, and the market segmentation. Of course, we have various segments that we can offer products, which is leisure and the MICE. If you look at Oman as an overview, like we have, as everybody knows, or some of you may know, our currency is Omani Riyal, and the capital city is Muscat. We have a population of 4.5 million as per 2021, and the major provinces in Oman being Muscat, Qasab, which is also known as Musandam, and of course the south of Oman, which is Salalah. We have three international airports, being Muscat International Airport being the biggest one and with a lot of connectivities. We also have Salalah International Airport and Sohar International Airport. Why Oman? We as Arjun and Arjun has rightly said, we have very easy accessibility from most of the cities in India to Oman through direct flights from various airlines, including Oman Air. We have a very simplified visa process, very simple documentation, and we are an authorized travel agency who can provide sponsored tourist visas for all our clients visiting the country. And Arjun has already briefed that 103 countries. India is one of the countries in the 103 country list where people with the various strong visas can enter Oman without a visa for a maximum duration of 14 days. For those who cannot, we are happy to provide visa services for the passengers. And of course, Oman is a very safe and relaxing country with over 3,000 kilometers of coastline. You can imagine like the never-ending roads, beautiful beaches, beautiful mountains. So this is one of the destinations that can be enjoyed in all aspects. When it comes to the leisure segment, we have various products that can be offered to our clients. We have the Oman short breaks, which give you a taste of Oman and are classified between 3 to 6 nights of duration. And we have the nature and culture tours, which showcases the natural diversity of Oman and the cultural heritage of Oman, and are classified between 4 to 6 nights. We also have beautiful beaches in Oman, as mentioned before. We have luxury resorts, luxury beach resorts, and pristine beaches of Oman. So that is one sector also that the clients will find it very interesting. We also have hiking tours which are offered in the majestic Hajar mountain ranges and also in Salalah Dhofar mountain ranges. There are a lot of places that that interest the climbing or hiking enthusiasts from across the world. Showing you some of the very interesting experiences that we can have in Oman. Arjun has already talked about the world's longest zip line over the water, which is located in the northernmost province of Oman, which is Qasab or Musandam. We also have hot air ballooning experience in Wahiba Sands on top of the desert in the morning time. We can experience this beautiful experience. We have very good golf courses in Oman for passengers for travelers who are interested in golfing. Then the recently opened Oman Across Ages Museum, which is an architectural wonder, and it talks about the culture, heritage, and the history of Oman as a destination. We have various sea adventures, including the scuba diving. As you can see in the image, there are divers swimming with the whale sharks. Being July to September being the whale shark season, there is a good opportunity to see the whale sharks in Oman. And we have hiking experiences at the Via Ferrata in Jabal Akhtar, which is one of the most beautiful mountain ranges in Oman. more adventures, mountain crossing, desert crossing, self-driving tours, glamping trips, desert camping, snorkeling, and scuba diving. When it comes to Oman, the experiences are endless. We can venture into one of the off-roads with a four-wheel drive vehicle, and you can experience a good driving experience. You can venture into a wadi, have a swim at the magical waters of wadi. You can go into the desert, the beautiful Wahiba sands, or the empty water desert in the Salalah to have a majestic driving experience. And then you can do snorkeling, scuba diving, and various sea-based adventures also in Oman. MICE is also a very important sector that has already boomed in Oman. Having Oman Conventions and Exhibition Center, which is a massive convention center located in Muscat, the capital city of Oman. It has an area of more than 550,000 square meter, including the exterior and interior space. So OCEC can hold larger events with over 3,000, 4,000 people, in the capital city of Muscat. I would also like to introduce Crown Plaza OCEC, which is the part of IHG Hotels and Resort. They have a very good property located inside the convention center, which is Crown Plaza OCEC. It's a premium hotel with 295 rooms, 8 meeting spaces, perfect for leisure and MICE. Mainly for the groups, this property has around 100 twin rooms available, outdoor venues for gala dinner, and it is located very close to the Muscat International Airport. And it is situated between two major roads in Muscat, offering easy connectivity to the city and out of the city when you're going into the interior locations on a round tour. And we have operated a lot of events in this year, from various segments, conferences, incentives, and other groups in Oman. You can see a couple of pictures that we have done. I would also like to take this opportunity to introduce our B2B platform, which is called Trips and Stay. It is a pure B2B platform for our partners across the world to book hotels, packages, and sightseeing in over 80 plus countries around the world. Our package module is very, very easy to check the availability and book it online also. So any details on this particular platform will be well addressed. Please, you can reach out to me for more details. That would be the end of our presentation. Thank you very much. Over to you, Arjun.
Thank you so much, Abhishek. That really gives a lot of information to all our participants and viewers today. We do have a lot of questions, so I will take up a few of them before we end the webinar today. And we'll take it up from both Abhishek as well as Jai Krishna. So starting from the question in terms of Abhishek, in terms of the DMC we have today, I would like to first, before we answer the question, like to tell you that we have done various fam trips, and Kimchi Travel has been part of all our road shows, and definitely there are the authorized DMCs with the ministry, and they really provide stellar services. So with that in mind, the question for the DMC which has come from the audience today, Abhishek, is that how many minimum nights do you suggest in Salalah? And also in general in Oman, what kind of activities can the children do? Because family travel and they need to keep their children also occupied and engaged. So these two questions, if you'd like to throw some light on.
Yeah, thanks, Arjun. I'll take the question regarding Salalah first. I would recommend to spend at least 3 nights in Salalah to have a very minimal experience of Salalah, covering the cities and the places which are historically and naturally important. So I would recommend 3 nights in Salalah at least. Going on to the second question for the kids, we have various activities. One of them is the sea-based adventure, like the snorkeling is one of the activities that kids are going to love. In Oman, it is potentially very safe to do snorkeling in Oman, and we always operate with all kinds of precautions and right gears to make sure everybody is having a right experience. We also have, when it comes to the children, we also have experiences like Snow Oman, which is one of the great experience in located in the Mall of Oman, and that is one of the experience that you can do. And Oman Aquarium, located in Mall of Muscat, is also a great place that kids can be. So inside the city, like we have these kinds of experiences that can cater to the family audience.
Right. Thank you for that clarification. Now, I would like to ask a few questions to Oman Air. Jay Krishna, there is a question by the audience with regards to any plans that Oman Air has to fly from Ahmedabad any soon. And the second question, as an add-on, the cake that you talked about that actually has created a buzz amongst the webinar audiences today. Is the cake free of charge, or if it's chargeable, then how much is it? That's what the question has.
Yeah, good questions. Thank you, Arjun. I mean, I would love to have the cake free also. It would be nice, the early morning having some cake. But unfortunately, I mean, airlines are going through a tight budget. So that's why I spoke about it as an ancillary unit. So basically, for the cake, you need to purchase it. We would look at sometimes discounts on it at particular times, but definitely it has to be purchased. But it's good thing to offer as a surprise to somebody who's traveling with you, along with you, and you want to celebrate their birthday on the aircraft. Coming to the point of the Ahmedabad as a destination, I think it's been time and again asked us. People have been asking us this question. We are working on the bilaterals, and we are seeing how we can operate into these cities, because it is on bilaterals that certain seats are being offered to us. So based on that, only we can take it forward, and Indian government also should let us do that. But we are we'll be most happy to operate into Ahmedabad at the earliest, given an opportunity from the government. Thank you.
Thank you, JK. Before we move on, there's a few questions on the flying time. So the flying time from Muscat to Salalah is approximately an hour and a half. And the flying time, somebody asked, from Chennai to Muscat, that's around under 4 hours. So 3 hours, 50 minutes is
right.
the flying time. And that's what we are looking at. In terms of the discounts, JK, people have asked, is the 20% discount applicable only through the airline website or through online portals as well?
The 20% discount is available on online portals for all ticketing done from the network. So it is up to 20%. So it can be vary between 10 to 20% also. So it's an economy class and business class also. So you have very good discounts available currently for ticketing up to 28th of September and for travel till 15th of March 2024.
Right. So now we do have a few questions again for Abhishek. Abhishek, the audiences are asking, of course, there are a lot of questions regarding the itineraries, different package costs for couples, etc. That I would definitely connect you to the audience directly. At this point, we would like to tell you that Abhishek's presentation, my presentation, and also Jai Krishna's presentation can be downloaded right now from the files section on your screens right now. We will also send you these presentations and a video recording within the next 24 hours. So you can connect with specific questions. A specific community question for golfers. Could you tell about how many golf courses? I think from my knowledge, there are about 18 around Oman in total. So what can be offered to the golfers? What kind of experiences can be generated for that specific sports community, Abhishek?
There are, world-class golf courses in Oman in general, being the most of them are located in the city of Muscat. Being Al Mauj Golf Course is one of the, best golf courses in Oman. Then we have the Gala Golf Club. Then we have a lot of other golf clubs also in the region, in and around the city of Muscat. So for golfers, we have specific packages that cater to their needs, including the green fees, including their accommodation closer to the golf courses they prefer. They can have multiple golf courses also. They can play at multiple golf courses and stay at one of the beach resorts or a city hotel. It is all customized packages. So based on the requirements, we are happy to
Okay, thank you, Abhishek. There are a lot of questions coming your way, so definitely we will send you all the questions, and you can ask them one-on-one and answer them for the client satisfaction. Definitely, there's a question regarding the nightlife. What can MICE groups do? There is also a question regarding Jabal Akhtar. How many nights can be spent there with regards to family-oriented travel?
Arjun, I didn't get that last question.
The Jabal Akhtar, how many nights do you recommend minimum and activities for children?
Okay, in Jabal Akhtar, first thing is Jabal Akhtar is known as the Green Mountains of Oman, and it is located around 2 hours drive from the city of Muscat. And we always suggest Jabal Akhtar as part of the round trip itinerary that we provide out of Muscat for a maximum of 4 to 5 nights. Out of that, we recommend 2 nights to be stayed at least in Jabal Akhtar. People who are really interested into hiking, into experiencing the natural climate and the mountain ranges of Jabal Akhtar, we recommend 3 to 4 nights if they are very specific on that. Otherwise, as part of the round tour, we recommend to stay at least 2 nights to experience the full of Jabal Akhtar. And in Jabal Akhtar, for the kids, we say we have a very beautiful property which is called Dusit D2 in Jabal Akhtar, where they have an adventure park which is specifically designed for kids. Kids and adults, of course, like who love adventure. There are a lot of activities that they have inside the resort. So that adventure park is really, very recommended for the kids.
Great. So before we move further, I would like to tell our audiences that the quiz is live under the offers section in your screens. This quiz will take you to Oman. So that is live right now. You can answer the questions and win a free trip to Oman. Of course, Abhishek Khimji Travels as well as Oman Air have sponsored the tickets as well as the land package respectively. And again, many more questions coming our way. Community specific food, if you talk about vegetarian and Jain food, can that be arranged in a tour to Oman, Abhishek?
Yes, that can be arranged, on a tour to Oman. If the requirement is sent to us in advance, we can easily speak to the respective hotels, and the hotels are happy to, as you said, like Omani hospitality is very famous, so they cater to all our requirements without saying no in most of the cases. So we can get it arranged without any issue.
Perfect. So now, of course, we have to adhere to the timeline. We are almost done with the webinar. One last question we will take, and that is for Oman Air. Jai Krishna, there is a lot of buzz from our friends from East India. It's a big potential market. Any plans for having Kolkata to Muscat flight in the future?
Again, coming to the same thing with regard to bilateral. So, I mean, the more cities we get, it's better for us. We will be most happy to operate, but we are still awaiting bilaterals on that. So as and when this happens, we will definitely look at these cities also.
Perfect. So that is going to be the last question. There are many more questions which we will send respectively to Jai Krishna from Oman Air and Abhishek from Khimji Travels, so that you can have your one-on-one discussions and obviously take the business networks forward. From our end, we will be signing off now, and thank you again for the patience that all of you have shown. We have the same level of participants since the beginning to right now towards the end. So that is a testament of the seriousness from with which you are listening to us. So over to Devika now to give the closing remarks.
Thank you. Thank you so much for moderating that, Arjun. Thank you so much, Abhishek and Jai Krishna. That was absolutely brilliant presentation. You can see by the amount of questions that have come in how much our audience has enjoyed your presentation today. Friends, like we had promised earlier, the link for the quiz is live on your screens. You need to just go and click on the link and answer some simple questions to win a trip to Oman. After that presentation, I'm sure all of you are very eager to go to Oman as much as I am. And I'm sure that you will fill in that quiz quickly, get the answers right, and win that trip. It's a link in the chat tab and on the offer section is the same. So if you click on one link, that's more than enough. You don't need to repeat that. Once again, thank you so much to all our speakers. Thank you, Arjun, Abhishek, and Jessica. Thank you for taking out the time, being here, and interacting with our audience. Most importantly, thank you to our lovely audience. Thank you for being so interactive. Thank you for asking questions. And I hope you enjoyed this webinar as much as we enjoyed presenting to you. Thank you all once again, and hope to see you again soon.
Thank
Bye-bye.
you.
Thank you.
Thank you all.
everybody.
Thank you. Have a good day.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Have a good day. Bye-bye.